Good afternoon, all. This is V with Art of Wigs with V, and today I would like to talk to you about a new wig I got. Of course, what else, right? Well, there's more to it than that. It's not what I have on. It's kind of what I have on, but in a different color. I have on Jett by Estetica in the color Chrome RT1B, which is a color that I really like. However, Estetica came out with 3 new colors, and one of them they put on Jett. So I would like to show you that today. Sorry, my glasses are getting in the way of my hair. My hair is getting in the way of my glasses. Well, anyway, it's another senior moment, apparently. I would like to say thank you to Franny's Hair for sending me Jett in this new color to review for you. And I would really find it helpful if you would like and subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications, because it helps me know whether I'm giving you something that you really need or you relate to in the kind of content that you need, because I want to help you. I'm not just, I'm not a young pretty face sitting here, looking good. I'm an older lady, and I really just want to pay forward what I have learned from so many others about wigs and be really honest and authentic. So I'd really appreciate if you would subscribe and like if you got something out of this. So let's go forward with this. First of all, okay, for those of you who don't know, I do have on this channel a complete styling video on how I style Jett, because I usually style her, I gotta move over a little bit, excuse me, a little more funky than this, but sometimes I like it flatter too. So it has a lot of styling options. It's a great wig. I actually own, I think it's 3 or 4 Jetts. I had 2 that I wore as my go-to wig for like 2 years, and they're still going strong, and they haven't worn out. So that says a lot about the fibers, and it says a lot about Estetica as far as their caps and their construction goes. So I'm really pleased with their products. So I want to talk to you a bit about what's different about this new Jett. It's really just the color. And I was thinking, sometimes when I think my husband says that's dangerous, I don't know. But I was thinking about, we're kind of coming into the fall season in Michigan. The temps have dropped a little bit. It's kind of toasty today, but not like it was like in the 90s and so on. So yesterday it was this wonderful like 70-degree day, and that felt actually really good. My favorite time of the year is fall. As a painter, an artist, I'm absolutely in love with all of the colors that surround us in the fall, and can't get enough of it, and try to hang on to those images in here all winter long. And I got to thinking, I couldn't sleep last night. In the middle of the night, I got to thinking, it's kind of interesting, because with this daylight savings time stuff, in the spring, we spring forward with our time, right? That's so that we have more light. I think I have that right. But if you think about it, we have a tendency then to, because it's warmer weather, we lighten up our clothing, our shoes, we get out of the heavier, warmer shoes, and we get into sandals and toes hanging out, and maybe no socks, and maybe wear no socks in the winter too. I'm not, but used to be when I was a teenager. So, but we lighten up even our color of our clothes, and so that because of the heat being drawn to really dark colors and so on. And a lot of people actually put more highlights in their hair when the summer comes around to be lighter, blonder if they have their own hair, or they lighten up the color of the wigs that they wear. That's for real. And so I was thinking, well, we're looking at fall coming. So in the fall, we turn the clock back. So, I don't stop wearing Pixies because it's the fall. I mean, I love being able to put a big scarf around me and not bother my hair and just snuggled up in that. I love that. So I was thinking about, it's kind of like we spring forward in the spring into lighter things, including hair color, even in clothes. And in the fall, we fall back with the time. We lose an hour. We turn the clocks back. What if pixies, because that's predominantly my genre, is pixies, what if we thought of them as we fall back, pixies falling back into color, instead of this lighter color? Because quite honestly, probably in the last month or so, I've been getting kind of tired of all the grays and the kind of whites and the really silver blondes that I wear, and getting bored with my looking my age more kind of thing, I guess. But I know I can't go too dark. So I asked for this new color that Estetica came out with in one of my favorite wigs, Jett, because they didn't put it on every wig. They came out with some new wigs with that color on it, and they put it on a couple of, I'm not sure exactly how many of their older versions of good seller ones. And Jett is a very good seller. So I got Copper Sunset in it. So I'd like to show you the color today and point it out to you about what I think of it. You can decide whether you think I can pull it off or not. I mean, I am cool undertones typically. I have a black hair with silver in it. I still have black eyebrows. I have cool undertones in my skin. So whether or not I can pull off this kind of a darker colored red, I don't really know. But it might be fun to try. So I decided I wanted to do a short series of pixies falling back into color. And this will be number 1 of that series. I have 3 more wigs on the way. They will be pixies, and they will be in some fall colors. So like and subscribe for that reason alone, so that you'll get a notification when I get those and I get them up and to you, so you can decide, do you want to kind of change your color? You know, I have 13 deer that come up in my backyard. This year we had 2 moms with twins and 2 moms with single babies. It's wonderful. And fall comes around and their coats go from that beautiful golden, I don't even know, burnt sienna brown to gray and darker colors. And in the fall, most of them still are looking beautiful, but you see patches of that coming into them, and the spots on the babies are gone by then, and so on. So it's really interesting. So I think we can change too with the season. So why not? Why not have fun with what we've had to deal with hair loss? We have alternative hair, right? So I'm going to put the other Jett on for you, but probably there are some of you that may not know the lengths of Jett. I'll look that up for you in a few minutes. But I want to talk about the color first, because I have the screen up on my iPad right below here that I can read you something, because I have a question actually for Estetica in regard to their color numbers on this, which maybe I'll get to ask that when I get to meet Grace at the Estetica's showroom soiree that we're having in Pennsylvania on August 16th. So Franny and I and Marlene and Matt and our hair people will be there, and so will ladies who bought tickets, and we're going to have a good time together. So if you're coming, I'm really looking forward to meeting you. So this is Copper Sunset on Jett. It is an actually beautiful color. It's not too much orange in the red part. You know that some reds can be more strawberry, more orangish. Some can be more violet based, which looks better on cooler tones. This is kind of, I think, a little more on the underside of cool a little bit, with some warmth in it. So not really into the violet tones, but there's a number 6 root in it, which is a dark brown, and some of that dark brown is running through the wig. So the color number that Estetica states it is a, hold on here, I'm looking, and a number 6. So that's the dark brown color we're talking about. Okay. /10. RT6. So see the root is dark brown also. But what is the number 10? Typically number 10 would be in the brown family. Their written description of this is chestnut brown with vibrant copper red highlights / subtle auburn flipped ends. I agree with their description, but red colors don't start until somewhere around the number 20 or further down the line, between the like 20 and 23, 33 I mean. So where is that color number in here? Where is the auburn color number? It's not a number 10. Number 10 is considered to be like a brown, you know, just a nice kind of medium. It can even be an ash brown. But I am not seeing any color number in that description that takes into account the auburn in here or the vibrant copper color. I think I'm gonna be asking. Let's get it on now. Ugh. Sometimes I move this thing on. Yeah, this is my little topper. What's actually called a large topper grip. It has just a little cord in the back. If you have a flattened occipital bone, you can never wear it right up on you. But it feels like I have nothing on my head, so I actually have loved it for the summertime. So this is her. I'm going to put her on, and we'll see what we've got here. And I'm going to comb her. I'm going to comb her a little here before I even put her on, because somebody asked me one day, did you ever consider combing your wigs? Oh, the sad part was I hadn't. And I had to say that. No, why would I do that? I have 10 free tools right here. That's how my head works, okay? So the only ones that I ever really comb were longer ones. Or if they're wavy, and then I don't want to lose the curl pattern, I'm using my comb, the wide tooth comb here, going down like that on the wavy curls, so I don't break those up too much, instead of going like this. And on like Kennedy Estetica's Sage, I'm combing through like this, but starting at the bottom, of course, of the longer ones, like going to the top. But these short ones, which I wear most of the time, I don't usually comb them. So now, if I really want to get it up off the cap, I would shake it a whole bunch of times before I put it on. I'm just going to try this smooth so we can get a look at this color. Got the ear tabs in place. Let's get up close here under the ring light. Under the ring light, all of these beautiful highlights show. It's really stunning in color. I love the color. I don't know if it loves me, but I love the color. I'm going to do a little turn for you so you can see the color in the back also. Oh, I have another light over here. I'm going to turn on. It might help. Whoa, I think it burned out. No, it's unplugged. Give me 1 second. I don't know how that happened, but you never know. Hang on. That'll just give us a little better look. And then I will take some pictures outside, so you'll have outdoor pictures too. There we go. There we go. We got some color light over there because it was kind of dark in that side of the where my mirror is. So here's the side. This is the only long piece on Jett, on any of the Jetts I own. It's just this little piece right here. So if you didn't like that, all you have to do is like kind of twist it, and take some hair trimming shears and just point cut it off like that. Or you could tuck it behind your ear, kind of pull some of this hair over it. Nobody'd ever really know it was there. So here's the back. Jett has, I believe it is a 2 1/4 inch nape. I'll have to look those measurements up. You'd think I'd have that memorized by now. I've worn so many of them. So you can see, if I get under the ring light, do you see how much you see those really beautiful copper highlights? But yet the copper isn't like an in-your-face shiny penny copper, which is beautiful, but I mean, it's not in this one. It's like it's been slightly toned a little bit so that it's just kind of mellowed down a little. That's why I think people, maybe with some cooler undertones, if they just tweak their makeup a little bit to have like a little bit warmer blush on or something, and lip color, that they might be able to get away with wearing this. So let me get back from the ring light and show you the color. Do you see how now you don't see as much of the highlights? It looks more like more of a rich kind of brown. Can you see that? Further back I go away from them, a little bit darker it gets. But it's really a pretty color. I love the color. When I put it on, it looked just like my mom's color hair. And my mom and I didn't, until the last couple of years of her life, we didn't have a real close relationship. I mean, we were in contact all the time, but we just weren't like best friends kind of people. But the last 2 years of her life, we grew a lot closer. But she passed when she was 74, the same age as I am. And she didn't have a gray hair in her head. It was medium auburn. She even looked great if it was lighter auburn color. But she had no gray hair. And I got mine from my dad, my brown black hair, and the turning silver and the hair loss, I think, going through menopause and thyroid issues. So anyway, let's see what we got here, what we can do with her. Just a little bit of styling, not a lot. Not like, if you really want to see how I style Jett, I have a video here on my page on just styling Jett, and I think it's in the color Silver Sun RT8, because I have it in that color, and I also have it in Chrome RT1B. So you can find it on here if you really want to see how I style it, because I usually use a dab of Jon Renau Pea Soak Cream rubbed onto my finger, just a tiny bit, pea size to a flattened dime size. Rub it right in until it disappears and it's warm, because you don't want to wipe it right on the hair, because the hair will get greasy looking. You'll have to wash it. There's no need to having to wash these wigs as often as I think some of you do, because you're using too much product too often. With the Jon Renau Pea Soak Cream, even if I use hairspray on top of it, I don't have to redo that until I wash the wig, because all I have to do is use a water mist bottle. It can be one like this, or it can be just one from a dollar store. You mist your hands, rub them together with clear water, and go in there, and you just revitalize the product. And you don't have to gum it all up with more pea soak cream. This one's happening to do pretty well without any at all. Some of my Jetts have come in really super flat, and I've had to use styling product to get them otherwise. Now, you might like it really smooth the way it was. I like it that way too sometimes. Sometimes I like it styled totally off my face, you know, up and over. I hold on to the lace and rake my hands through it. Bring it over. Piece down. Now, see, I gotta train that if I were gonna do that. But the lace looks great. It just doesn't look great on me, because I'll explain to you, because I have a petite head circumference. My circumference is only 21 inches. My ear to ear is only 11 and a half, which is child sized, and my hairline to under the occipital bone is 11 and a half. So sometimes lace fronts will not lay flat on me, and that's fine if I'm going to have it all down. I don't worry about it. It doesn't matter to me on a wig if it's not laying flat. I've actually cut the whole lace off wigs before and made little teeny baby hairs at the edge and worn them that way, and nobody knows it's a wig. But haven't done that in a long time. And if I wear it like this, nobody knows there's a lace front there anyway. If I take it up just a little bit, nobody's going to notice it. If I want to sweep it all the way off my face, then I use a little bit of It Stays, roll it on my forehead where the lace is going to be, And I put my hands right in here on it, hold it to the count of 30, and then smooth that really hard pressing and printing. This is called off to the sides. Then I go back to the count of 10 in the middle, press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and press it off to the sides. Now, as you can see, even just doing that, my widow's peak is making that pop up a little bit too. Makes it look better. Usually I also go on the lace front on every wig I get, and I use what's left of any piece out cream on my fingers, or even without any. And I make little circles on the lace going in the opposite direction of the hair, and I make it all over the lace front. I mess up the hair on it. I do it with my fingertips. Why do I do that? Does it hurt it? No, it's not crying, "Oh, you're hurting me." No. It actually just makes it look more natural. There's actually some of my hair hanging under it, I think. There, see? It makes it look more natural because our hair doesn't grow in a straight line like a lot of the wigs are sewn. So that kind of breaks it up a little bit and makes the edge of the hairline on that lace front look more natural. So with the piece out cream and on your fingers, you can kind of do this and do exactly what it's called, piece it out. So this is, and I will attach some still shots of it outside. This is Copper Sunset, one of the new reds, the darker of them, the deepest toned ones of the 3 new reds, by Estetica on the wig Jett. Now, can I think of anything else I need to say? Oh, remember, this is the first of a series of 4 Pixie wigs that I am going to bring to you. And I'm calling this series Pixie's Falling Back into Color. Okay, so you can decide, do you want to do that with the change of the seasons and have a little fun? Do you want to change up your color? Do you want to go back, kind of like the deer do, into maybe something a little deeper in color? Maybe Jett will be it. They're not all going to be Jett. They're all different styles. The other 3 I haven't gotten here yet. But when they get here, if I'm not in Pennsylvania by then, but I'm only going to Pennsylvania for a couple days, so I will be posting them here. So that's another reason to like and subscribe, so you'll get the notification, so you can make a decision. If you're a pixie chick or you're a short-haired sister, you might want to stay tuned to what I've got coming up next in the series Pixie Falling Forward into Color. You know, my old brain had to kind of make sure I got that right. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. And may not be my color, but I'm kind of thinking I might play around with her and have some fun wearing her this fall. Maybe good for going apple picking or something. I don't know. Colored leaves, apple cider, chai tea, my favorite time of the year. You take care and be blessed, and stop back and see me soon. Goodbye. These are pictures of Copper Sunset outside in the sunlight. Here's another one, and then these are inside underneath the ring light. As you will see, it looks pretty much the same as outdoors. Just excuse the puffiness under my eyes. I have infection in both my eyes right now, and I'm using drops for it, so they're a little bit on the puffy side. Spider bite is better, but still some puffiness in both eyes. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed Jett. God bless.